Vince Sabella asks, with polls showing up to 80% to end the wars, why do you continue voting to finance the wars?
Well, I have to tell you,
Good
you're
question.
the guy that said we should not be in Lebanon. In Libya. You know, I was one of the most outspoken people about the War Powers Resolution of 1973. We should not have been supporting any actions in Libya because it did not meet the War Powers Resolution test. After we found that Osama bin Laden was killed in Pakistan, I was one of the first people that came out and said the $3 billion that we send to Pakistan, we should cut that off. Now, I think one of the things you have to understand is this. We're about to celebrate the 10th anniversary of 9/11. 10 years ago, none of us would have ever thought that airplanes would fly into buildings. The enemy has a vote, ladies and gentlemen. And whether or not you like that vote, you're going to have to do something about it. Now, I spent 22 years in the military. I've been to Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Iraq and Afghanistan. The United States of America can do a little bit better in fighting this 21st century battle because it is not about nation building. It is not about occupation-style warfare. We should have to be focused on where the enemy is and taking the fight to that enemy. You know, we're not responsible for fixing everything that is broken. And that's the key. But you have an enemy that is not going to go away unless you crush it. And if we don't get back to the point of understanding that sometimes your enemy has to be crushed. The last time the United States of America fought a total war where they were committed was World War II. Every time you fight half-measure warfare, you get residual effects. You didn't finish the job in Korea, you get a DMZ. You didn't do the job in Vietnam, you see what happened. We didn't do the job in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and guess what? 12 years later, I was back over there. You've got to close the door, and you've got to develop the right type of strategically maneuverable military that takes the fight to this enemy. Here's a great example. 1990, the United States of America had 546 Navy war vessels. Today, the United States of America has 283. And who just 2 weeks ago launched their first aircraft carrier? How do you extend the power of a nation? 70% of the mass of the earth is what? I end my case.
Congressman Gerald Mango.